real world applications. We will, one of the biggest things you end up doing is like you have variables, you make changes and stuff like that. One of the easiest things to handle that is environment variables. We use it all the time when we're doing builds, we're doing on websites and things like that. So if you don't have like a config management system in those, like usually the easiest, like if I just need one or two things, or even if you have a whole bunch of other things, environment variables is usually a good way to handle those. And so we have if you remember inside of our app, let's take a look real quick. Inside of our app, we already have it set up to listen to environment variables. We have app message, and then we have app mode, and then secret API, and our secret DB password. And so we're going to load those into the environment now, so we can actually see those working. All right, so first thing we need to do, we need to create a config map. And we'll just do that. So let's do case manifest, and then we'll do config map.yaml. No big deal. And then we will apply our config map. And this should be pretty. I may have to. All right, so there we go. Now the config map's created, and we can actually make sure it's there. Uh-oh. Namespace again. Boy, I need to update some of this. Hello. There it is. And let's see. Oh, well, that's right. We didn't launch it again. But if we were, let's see. I don't remember. I don't know if I have to yeah, I have to do a rollout again. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Let's do a rollout real quick. I have it in here. Oh, we have to update the environment. Okay, so I'm jumping ahead. Let's not do that because I have it documented. All right, so you have to actually put it inside of the, I forgot you had to add it to the deployment, so we won't do that. All right, next thing we want to do is we're going to create some secrets. First thing we do, you obviously don't want your secrets inside of your repository. So we're going to create a little secrets directory here. It's probably safer to put it outside of your repository, but it's okay here. This particular, first of all, I'm not putting any production stuff in here. Also, I have it added to our gitignore to not store our secrets in there, so there's no accidents that happen. So we'll want to make sure if you do add your secrets inside the repository, you would. Thanks, I appreciate it. You would create the secrets directory there. And so let's see. Let's create our example secret here. And I just created an examples directory. This examples directory and stuff is just strictly for those who are following along with those tags inside the repository. So you can always check yourself as you're following along. So want to make sure there's anchor points in case people get stuck, because I know it's a lot of configuration files and easy to get lost. Okay, so let's make our actual secret here. All right, and of course we have some gibberish in here. Replace me in real and replace me in real secret, both of these, for our secret API and our secret database. And the next thing we'll do, we'll go ahead and apply it. Oh, documentation failure. All right, something I need to fix. And let's make sure it gets loaded into, I mean, it's obviously there, so I don't. But if you notice, no, I was half expected those to be hashed, but I guess they're not. This is a imperative command to actually create those secrets. You don't necessarily have to do that. But the next thing we need to do, we need to go ahead and update our deployment. You could either update the deployment file, or you could actually edit the deployment directly. But we'll keep this a little simpler. Okay. I probably should have mentioned why don't we also go live on YouTube? Link to the repo. Yeah, we can link to the repo. I just haven't put it on live in YouTube right now. So I probably should, but I just haven't. All right. So add our environment down here. We place this under our container because that's where everything's going to go. And we're essentially just kind of mapping it from our config map, whatever we named it in the namespace there. Not namespace, but whatever label we actually gave it. Yeah, for sure. Well, I end up copying everything over to there. So when I actually create the video, I'll put it over there. I was just streaming it here, but yeah, you're right. I totally could stream it in both places at once. Make things a little bit easier. But yeah, when I'm done here, I'll actually cut these and I'll put them on. I'll put these on YouTube a little bit later. Okay. Okay, it's manifest. All right. So that should be all we need to do. So we can either, we're obviously not running it, but what did we name our deployment? Hello app. More documentation failure. It's okay. We'll get it. No, that was right. No good and well. Oh, you know what? I know why. Always the namespace. Always the namespace. No, I just recently started putting content out there, like very, very new. All right, so we should, oh yeah, right. So we should have our environment variables available to us now. And should have done these one at a time, but you can actually see, let's do our app message first so we can actually see that individually. So there's our config map variable loaded, our app mode, which was developed, and then our secret keys that we have in place as well. All right, there we go. And so if we were actually to launch our forward to port again, let's see, getting lazy, we should actually get to see it updating here. Yep, there we go. So now we can actually see from our config map, we can actually see our secrets loaded in. Yeah, hold on, let me see if I can. It's all the way up too. Actually, nope, I can turn it up some more. All right, hopefully that's a little bit better. I noticed that last time when I was recording too, so I had to actually make it a little bit louder in the actual cut of the video. So, all right. A little, your volume is like 20%. All right. Well, I probably should get a mic at some point. I've always had this issue because I'm using little things. But we'll try to get something a little bit better, a little more substantial at some point here. All right. Anyways, that is the end of our next section. I am probably not going to do another one here because I have to go wake everybody up. But next time we're going to cover getting Ingress running with TLS. And so that way we can actually, instead of creating that port, that forwarded port that we're currently doing to see it here, we could just navigate to our hello.local that we set up inside our Etsy as an original prepreg. And so you can then just kind of go to the actual URL of the app. And then, of course, we can actually see HTTPS going and all that good jazz. So I'm actually going to hop off here. I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Check out the next episode. Hopefully, I will get it up probably Tuesday. What is the render manifest pattern? I'm not sure what. I'm not familiar with that particular thing. So, but yeah, let me know if there's anything else you need or anything I missed. Obviously, I have some documentation to clean up. But yeah, till next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And thanks for joining me.